We are here, we are on past, shining bright into the future, we rise high. We are a revolution, lifting up humanity as we rise, standing tall, hand in hand. We are the unicorn, we are the shining bright. We're bringing so through. Lifting up humanity, hand in hand. We are the unicorn, we are the
Good stuff.
Welcome again, everyone. This is the way to do it. This is the way to do it with that determination to say, what role, ask yourself, each and every one of us, what role am I playing in this world? Why was I born? Why was I created? What am I doing to change the dynamics and the rhetoric of the world? You know, in it to win it, we are here in a revolution. And a revolution demands of us that energy, that charisma, that determination to say, we will win no matter what it takes. We're going to win. We are here in a revolution that comes from the one and only Mr. Ash Mufarah, who looked around, who saw the sufferings in the world, and decided to change the sufferings of the world through the eyes of a little boy that is hungry, is poor, is so raggedy and dirty, not because of that little boy's own making, but because of the making of society. And he decided to say, never again, never again would humanity or any human being or any child live in that kind of condition or to be exploited by those who are so greedy, those who want it only for themselves, and those who want the power. Because why? He understands the concept that God created each and every one of us with affluence, with plenty, with more than enough. And so he decided to come up with Unpassive to change the world through the eyes and actions and heart of 1.4 million founders, which is the reason why we are here. And you don't know it because I am just so grateful that I am among the 1.4 million founders. Not to do anything about it would then be my own self to blame. I have to blame myself, not anybody else, because God has sent Mr. Ashmufara, his divine intervention into this one man to change the world through us. He is a true legend for humanity. And he says, we want to lift up the lives of those around the world, everyone included. And you cannot lift up humanity without a heart. A heart means a good heart, because sometimes the heart can be deceitful and be a bad one, but we want to uplift humanity with a good heart, especially our children, because Unpassive is a replica. It's a carbon print. It is a foundation for children. What else can you be working for without uplifting the future and also holding the hands of our older generations and those that are disabled that cannot do it for themselves? We have to teach them to make sure that they do it for themselves, because the greatest impact that you can ever leave on the surface of the earth is to help somebody by teaching them how to do it, not just giving, because we understand that we're not always going to be there to give, and because we also understand that we have billions to give to. And so for that reason, we want to be able to use O-CADEMY, not just O-Bless to help, but to use O-CADEMY to begin to teach people and to enroll these people at their own pace, exposing, sharing the mission and vision of Unpassive with everyone in the world without forcing them, without pushing them, without trying to fool them, or without doing things that the others that we are trying to change are presently doing. We want to do with the love of Christ, the love that comes only from the one that created us. So I am so much on fire. I pray to God to give me many more years and the strength, the wisdom, and everything that it takes so that we can do this together for all our children. And of course, we always know that we have to treat the child as a holistic being, meaning we do every aspect of the child's life, including the parents, not left, or including the grandparents. That is how we have to empower our children. So thank you guys so much. And I know that a lot of us are working behind the scene for One Global Movement. If I don't call your name, don't think that I don't know. I see it, I feel it, and I know. Sometimes I feel for you guys, but hey, we are in this together. One person cannot do it. Mr. Ashmufara knew that he cannot do it by himself. That's why he brought us in, and for free, for that matter. So what else do you want? We are here in it to win it, but let us leave him to act and do it the way that God revealed this vision to him. And we are here to support him 100% plus, and we will do it. And we are doing it, of course, and we will continue to do it. So thank you guys so much for being here. And we are in the series, Oh Bless O-CADEMY Revolution Part 88, Shoot for the Moon. That is the theme. Shoot for the moon. You were born for greatness. That is a statement and a command. Shoot for the moon. You were born for greatness. We are saying this to ourselves, but more so saying it to our children, that they should never be afraid to dream big. And so we always want to start with a quotation. And as you all know, I love the greatest book of wisdom. And I know that we all love it. That's why we are descendants of Mr. Ashmufara, because he himself loves it. It says, speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves. for the rights of all who are destitute. Speak up and judge fairly. Defend the rights of the poor and the needy. This means we have to speak up for those who cannot even speak for themselves, those that have not gotten a voice, the voiceless. And then we ensure justice for everyone that has been crushed, either spiritually, psychologically, emotionally, or physically crushed. Yes, speak up for the poor and the helpless, the hungry. And we see that they all get the justice that they deserve, which is the justice that Mr. Ash Mufara has brought through on passive. And we are following in those footprints. So we want to just do that and nothing else, because to do something else, it means we do not love our children. So the greatest danger for most of us is not that we aim too high. The greatest danger is not that we aim too high, but it is that we aim too low and we reach it. I'm saying it in my own words, but if I have to say in the words of Michelangelo, he says the greatest danger for most of us is not that our aim is too high and we miss it, but that it is too low and we reach it. Yes, this means we don't dream so big. We are afraid to dream big. We dream so small, and then we get it, and we are happy that we got it. Which we can dream so big, like God. God loved the biggest dreamers in the world, and that's why when you dream so big, it scares you. God will make sure that you fulfill that dream, because God knows your heart, that you're doing this for the purpose of humanity, and you can never go wrong when you do that. Never. That is why Mr. Ash Mufara will triumph over anything, no matter the enemies, no matter what is being set against him to fail. He will never fail, because he's doing it to uplift all of humanity. So shoot for the moon, and if you miss it, you will still be among the stars. The moon is the highest. When you shoot for the moon, and for some reason you don't get there, guess what you're going to fall on? You still fall back on the stars, and you will still be great. So let us dream so big. So what does the statement shoot for the moon mean? And you were born for greatness. What does it mean? Shoot for the moon, you were born for greatness is an inspirational statement encouraging someone, encouraging us, encouraging our children to aim high and pursue their ambitions and dreams with determination and confidence to win and win big, not small, right? So here Mr. Ash Mufara says, we're going to go to the top, where we will continue to create other top, which means the highest in the world, that is the moon. And OnPassive is doing that right now through us, and we're doing it. Shoot for the moon implies setting ambitious goals, reaching for the highest possible achievement, highest potential, and not being afraid to pursue those big dreams. You're not afraid, because you were created for greatness. To do that, I know I'm created for greatness, and I would do it even if I fail. I'm not giving up, because in that failure, I am still succeeding, and I will continue to go higher. You were born for greatness suggests that the individual or our children have inherent potential and talents to achieve remarkable things, emphasizing self-belief and self-worth. Emphasizing self-belief and self-worth in our children. And we have to be the ones to believe in our children. To believe in our children, because you have to believe in your children so that your children will believe in your belief in them before their own belief can kick in later on. I had to begin to believe in the belief of my grandmother, even though I questioned a lot of things. But at a certain point, knowing that my grandmother loved me so much, I had to begin to believe in the belief of my grandmother before my own belief kicks in. She believed in me so much that nothing could really set any hindrance for my grandmother not to believe in me. Even when I failed, even when I cried, she believed in me. And later on, guess what? I am believing in everything that my grandmother believed in me. And it is working. It is working miracles. And we do the same for our children. Go back to your ancestral mantle. That mantle of hope, it is there. It's just because we have not taken the time to see it, to look for it, to ask for it as God wants us to do. Go back to it because it is there. God created that and put it in each and every one, in each and every line of blood, to begin to use it. Not what the world is saying, not what the TV is saying, not what the false books are saying. It is there. You got to use this with your children because it will happen. If we take the story of President Nelson Mandela, it is exactly the same story. The story of the Ubuntu. The Ubuntu that says you were created for greatness. The Ubuntu that says you come from a line of ancestors that have prayed and asked the Almighty God to bless you. And this is exactly what it is. We have to do it. Nobody's going to do it for you but you with the Spirit of Almighty God. And I know that it is there. Search in your roots. It is always the spirit of greatness because God created that and put it in your ancestors, and we need to follow it, not what the world is saying. And I'm sure Mr. Asmufara, that is exactly what he's doing, following the dictates of his own ancestors through Almighty God to do what he's doing in the world, and it will succeed. It will succeed. It will succeed through the prayers of the mantle of my family, the Monica Ambrose mantle. It's going to succeed, and nobody can change it. Nobody except the one that gave it to Mr. Ashman Farah. So thank you guys so much. So, and what are the advantages of the statement shoot for the moon? There are always advantages when such a statement is made. Because when God says, I love big dreamers, that means he wants all of us, including everyone else, to shoot for the moon. And when we shoot for the moon, we will be able to raise our children to do the same. I love it. I love it. I love it because of my grandmother, I'm shooting for the moon. And I know that it's going to be successful because when it is successful, guess what? It is going to be successful for every child on the surface of the earth without barriers, without discrimination, without educational considerations or bank account consideration, without color considerations. Everybody is the same. The shades are created for beauty. And so I thank God for Mr. Ash Mufara because he says, everyone, we want to uplift every human being on the surface of the earth. Regardless if people are trying to push you to the background or relegate you to the background, it is still going to work. So this means a lot. Before driving into the advantages, let us have a sneak peek of some of the characteristics of the moon. Because we are shooting for the moon, we need to study the moon. We need to know what the moon is all about. You cannot just be shooting for something without knowing what that thing is, how God created the moon. What is the moon made of? So the moon, Earth's natural satellite. The moon is the Earth's natural satellite. That means it is the Earth's natural illumination, the Earth's natural light, to light up the entire world, to light you up, to light me up, to light up our inner worth, to illuminate every aspect of the human being. It has several noticeable characteristics. Number one, it is orbital. Orbital, it means it goes round, making sure that the moon shines the bright light on every human being, particularly our children. It goes round. The moon orbits around the earth in an elliptical path, taking approximately 27.3 days to complete an orbit. 27.3 days to complete an orbit, making sure that the moon shines on everyone and inside everyone. And then this means with everything in life, it takes time. That is what it is teaching us. Everything in life, it takes time, it takes consistency and hard work to achieve your goals and your dreams. This is what we tell the children. Because when the moon takes 27.3 orbits to shine on all of us, that means it takes time. It takes consistency. It goes in the same manner every day, and then it takes hard work for the moon to be able to do that. And it takes a lot of prayers, a lot of belief for the moon to do that. And then again, another characteristic of the moon is its surface. It has a heavily cratered surface formed by impacts from asteroids and meteoroids. You can read about the moon. These terms might be difficult or strange to some of us, but it's so important that we know these things about the moon. You can take your time and go Google the moon and study it, or in the Bible. What scriptures in the Bible talks about the moon? You will read it from there, because that will be the truest way to know about the moon. Because we cannot be shooting for the moon without knowing the characteristics of the moon. Otherwise, we will not teach our children to understand. So the asteroids over billions of years. It takes billions of years. And this is what it took for God to really create the moon. There are also flat plains called Maria, Latin for seas. The moon is like the sea. It goes, it's orbital. It goes, take its time, 27.3 days to go on, to shine on everyone and everyone. And so this means that it has to have a specific kind of environment for the moon to form well. A specific kind of environment. And again, consistency and great natural environment is needed for this to happen. And this environment comes only from the creator of the universe, right? And so it takes a specific kind of environment. What kind of environment it is? The kind of environment that we are dwelling in, the environment of the Ashmufare, the 21st century Ashmufare environment, the environment of unpassive. It takes that kind of environment, divine intervention environment, for it to happen. Let me let our brother in here. Brother Divya is here. So it takes a specific kind of environment for it to function, otherwise it will not function. That is why we have been chosen and highly favored to be, let me see if I can mute this microphone. Oh, it's not letting me mute it. Oh, okay, Mr. Divya, you can mute your microphone so that when you're ready, you can come back in. So it takes that. Divine intervention is the number one here. And through divine intervention, that is why Mr. Ashmufara is functioning according to the moon. He shot so high that it's scaring even me, or everyone, even him himself. Sometimes it scares him, he doesn't sleep. And that is why he has to continue to work continuously with consistency and with the fear of God to really do what he says he's going to do in the world. And God put it in him. That is why sometimes he says the forces are speaking to me. The forces are speaking to him, because he has to follow the dictates of the forces, because of the highest height of his dream, to reach the moon and to take us with him. So that's why we are doing that. And then the size of the moon is relatively small, but in that smallness, it depicts the size of the mustard seed. The mustard seed is so small. And for Ashmufara to dream that big and fit it in the content of the size of the moon and shooting so high, that means no matter your dream, the size of your dream, it doesn't matter. But so long as that size is shooting up to the moon, it means that you're dreaming so big and so high. And this is exactly what Mr. Ashmufara is doing. And again, it depicts his character. He's so simple, so small, in miniature. He thinks he's just a brother. He thinks he's just a friend. He doesn't even call himself CEO. We are those who are giving him that name, because we know that that is exactly what God has called him to be. He is the biggest of the CEOs in the world, because nobody has ever done this, and nobody has ever taken the time to say, I am really sorry to see this poor boy suffering, this girl being abused, this little girl of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old being sexually abused. It takes a heart of hearts like him to dream that big, to reach the moon, to be able to do that. So a lot of characteristics for the moon: gravity, no atmosphere, temperature extremes, rotation, lunar phases, and a lot of things. These are the characteristics of the moon. I urge each and everyone to study these characteristics together with their children, with their families, because you don't have to go and study it only in class. And the children can hear from you. If you can read and write, it's easy. And when you don't know, the world has been made easy with artificial intelligence, unpassive artificial intelligence, made simple through O-CADEMY, through O-Joy, O-Play, and O-Child, and all those things. It's been made simple. We cannot just sit and think that, oh, those things are meant for the elites. Those things are meant for certain classes. No, it's meant for me. It's meant for you. It's meant for our children. Nobody with unbiased should be able to tell you now, no, you belong here. You don't belong here. Nobody, unless we allow them. Unless we allow them to do that. And for me, I am not going to allow anybody to tell me that I don't belong in certain places, but only in certain places. And this is the vibration that we are taking to all children in the world, making sure that every child stands tall inside of themselves, not being proud on the shoulders. No, stand tall inside of themselves and say, I can do this. I was created for greatness, that I'm shooting for the moon, that nobody can disturb me, that, you know what, I come from great parents. I come from great parents. I come from a line of my ancestor that says, you were born for greatness, that you will get to the moon no matter what happened. Because even if you don't get to the moon, you will still fall back on the stars and you'll still be great. I am telling you guys this is so true. Because I think about my life, and I really don't want to talk about my life a lot because it brings tears of joy to my eyes, that I get to be the only one alive to really, really take this message to the world from the little girls that went through the same thing that I went through, and there are no more, including the only little sister that I had and I knew. So this is so, so important. It is you who had to set the pace with your heart, with your mind, and take it forward, and it will happen. And it is our dream here in One Global Movement that the children of the world will never be the same. Never, ever be the same, including children that have disability. Like today is World Epilepsy Day. I still have posts that I'm going to post because I respect all those days. A child with epilepsy does not has to be shunned, does not has to be thrown away. That is an evil child. No, God created that child with something and for a purpose. So we need to do that now. The phrase shoot for the moon, and if you miss it, you will still be among the stars, is a motivational saying, like I just said, that encourages our children and us and families to set ambitious goals and pursue their dreams regardless of their environment, their inner environment and their outer environment, because sometimes we are our own dream killers of what we are telling ourselves. It's not just blaming other people. Sometimes we are, because you have the choice to make. When somebody is trying to impose something on you that is not of value to you, that is not of purpose, that you don't like, you don't accept it. And so then you don't let your children accept it. You go within yourself and say, no, I am not going to take this. I am going to do what God has put in me to do. Right? So the phrase encourages people to set their sights on lofty goals. Set your inner mind on lofty goals, not just the physical eyes that you're looking at things. Your internal sight, set it on lofty goals and symbolized by great things that will come. So emphasizing the importance of aiming for something so magnificent, so significant, and so transformative that would not only transform you, that would transform the entire world, which is what Mr. Ashmufara is doing. We need to copy and follow his footprints. We need to really copy Mr. Ashmufara and follow him where he's steering the ship to. He's the captain of what we are experiencing here today. Because left to me, I would not have known that One Global Movement would get anywhere. But because of the blessing of my grandmother with lining people on my path like Mr. Ashmufara and all of you here, guess what? We are getting somewhere, and we will continue to do so. So we have to embrace failure. If we have to shoot for the moon and we have to aim high and we want to be great, we must embrace failure, not just aiming high. Number one, you aim high. You have to, it comes with a thought, thinking what you want, because it's right there inside of you. You have to aim high. Number two, embrace failure as progress. Even if you don't achieve your ultimate goal, the phrase suggests that you will still be in a better position than where you started. Because when you shoot so high, God says, okay, I think that you cannot get there, but the moon is where you are. And you take it. And don't say, oh, no, I like the other person, or I have to be like Ashmufari. No, because God knows that is where you're suited to be, still on the stars. That is still, you're shooting so high, and you will still be great. And then positive mindset, like we always say, it starts with your mindset and a good heart. If you don't have that, don't waste your time. The phrase promotes a positive mindset by focusing on the potential for success. the potential of love, the potential of taking every human being as being like you, the potential of really praying. Put your hands together to pray for others to succeed, not just wanting you to succeed. The potential for all involvement, inclusion, the potential for knowing that we are placed together in 1.4 million founders for a reason. We are placed together on the surface of the earth as human beings for a reason. So we need to do that. And then perseverance and resilience is one of them. The phrase, shoot for the moon. And if you shoot for the moon, you become great. Also, it's important because it helps us to persevere and to be so resilient in the face of obstacles. You can take, for instance, these are the qualities of Mr. Ashmu Farah. He is persevering so much because some of us would have quit and said, but why am I being thrown all these negative sticks around me, and I'm spending my money and my time and even wasting my family resources, and my family is at stake to do this. Nope, he says, I'm doing it. Because guess what? He understands that if it does not change the rhetoric and the dynamics of the world with humanity, he will not be happy, because that goal is in him. God gave it to him. That dream is his dream. And God gave it to him to do this. And he's sharing it with us. And he has that resilience. Whenever they throw those things, he's spending his money, his time, losing sleep, he still gets up back and said, I'm doing it. I don't care what you guys are doing. I'm still going to do it. And he's doing it. So how can we not do this ourselves? But I know that we are doing. But now we have to spread it out. We have to share one global movement and not unpassive with the world. Because if we don't, we are limiting it only to our own household, to ourselves and our own children. What about the other children? We need to spread it to them so that they know that there is something out here. There is a voice for them, that there is a tool for them that they can use to change their dynamics, right? So this is very important. The phrase implies that missing the moon, it doesn't matter. It means you're not going to give up anyway. You're going to land on the stars, right? So it creates opportunities. Look at all the products. If you don't fit in one product, you'll fit for the other. Right now, one global movement is fitting with two, but still fitting with two is still fitting with All Connect. Still fitting with O-CADEMY, still fitting with safety, the safety of those products, to monitor what our children are doing on the net so that they are not corroded. Their mindsets are not corroded with all those unclean things and unvaluable things that we see every day. So, and then this is a beautiful thing. I'm just going to let my sister contribute, because I know that you guys are doing a lot in the chat, chatting, and making sure that you're contributing, because it takes every contribution here, whether it's your presence, your words, you're writing, the hashtags, or really depicting these qualities in our leader, Mr. Ashmu Farah. It takes everything to shoot for that moon and to never miss it and to go high. So, Sister Yvonne, I know that you have some very great contributions to make here.
Thank you, Dr. Mundih. Thank you very much. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us again today. We're very, very honored to have you with us. So for me, this topic is two things. It says shoot for the moon and you're born for greatness. So it's two things, like Dr. Mundih says. It means that you're taking action. I mean, it obviously, you are not just sitting on your hands and waiting for things to come to you. Whether you are our children or whether you are ourselves, we are taking action. And then to know that we were destined for greatness. It's in us. Every single human being was created by the Creator to excel, and we have something different about us. So as with always, like Sister Mundih, I like to have quotes as well. And for me, this is Michelle Obama. She says, for me, becoming isn't about arriving somewhere or achieving a certain aim, although that's part of it. I see it instead as forward motion, a means of evolving, a way to reach continuously toward a better self. The journey never ends. It's always, and as we've been saying, continuous learning, evolving, opening this mindset here. This is how we can help ourselves be all we can be, as the saying goes, and be a role model for others. It also says, do not allow people to dim your shine because they are blinded. Tell them to put on sunglasses. That is Lady Gaga. I love that one.
I love that.
Yeah. Don't allow people to dim you down because they can't keep up. Because the point is that we are all on a different specific journey. Our Creator says that. And me, this is my own little quote. It says, aim high, because that is where excellence lives, right? You have to do that. And don't worry if you're making waves just by being yourself. The moon does it all the time.
There
right?
we go. Yes.
So, yes, the light of the moon reminds us that when we share the light of others, we shine in our own unique way. It's synergistic. You can't dim somebody else's light. You might try, but the thing is, everybody has a different light that's coming from them. And either you resonate with that and you go along with it, or you go in your own path. The one who tries to catch the moon by jumping up has more chance to reach the moon than the one who just sits and does nothing to reach it, because all targets require action. So I like to end with that. We come back to the fact that we are taking action and we should aim as high as we can, because that is our birthright. Our Creator said so, right?
Yes.
So thank you all for listening, and that is my contribution for now.
Yes,
Thank you, Dr.
it is
Mundih.
actually our birthright. Thank you so much for that wonderful, wonderful, deep-seated contribution. We were born for greatness, whether we like it or not. And that's why even when I was young, no matter how I was beaten or bleeding, I said, I am the child of the Most High God, and I was born for greatness. Yes. And when you begin to affirm that to yourself, because it is true, you're not just saying it, it is true. God created each and every one. God created a child and put greatness into that child. And God loves big dreamers. You do not minimize your dream or the dream of your child. You have to teach these things to your children, that they were born for greatness. They can do wonders. When you do this, because the children are going to learn from you. If you don't do that, the children will go around. You see our children, they have this low self-esteem and emotional disturbances because we, the parents, have not taken the time to build in our children this kind of greatness that came with their creator. Their creation from their creator. This is very important. You know, I love those quotes that you're saying. And this is true. We're not just saying, you see, Mr. Ashmufara, what does he say? Either I do it or I die.
Yes.
Because he knows that he was born for greatness. And we see this greatness in him every day. I'm going to say Mr. Ashmufara all the time, because I've not seen anybody in the world that came up. He has a lot of money. He could have just selfishly stayed with his money. But he decided to change the dynamics of the world. He decided to wipe the tears of mothers and fathers, particularly mothers that are crying for their children, and they can't even educate their children. They can't even put food on the table. And they're crying, yet 2% of the world is living in luxury and wasting when others are suffering. He decided with his good heart and said, I am going to shoot for the moon because I was created for greatness. And we here, 1.4 million founders, if you're not already doing that, please do it, because it is a fact that we were created for greatness. Let us do it. You know what? I'm doing it already. Nobody is going to shut me down. Never again, especially with this golden opportunity, this divinely orchestrated opportunity on Passive and Mr. Ashmufara. Nobody, no matter who they are, not even my mother, will shut me off, because now we know that it is there. And for you not to do it, then you're not changing the dynamics of children in the world. So this is so important. I thank you guys so much. These are great contributions. Let us see what you have. And let us see the kind of way that you're shooting for the moon yourself here. I am really sorry for Brother Divya. He struggles to get in, but I think the internet is not being friendly right now. Yeah. Brother Divya, see your struggles, but you have to keep shooting for the moon. No matter keep shooting for it, it will come. Thank you so much. keep trying, Brother Divya. Keep shooting for the moon. That internet will come. Mr. Ashmufara is coming for the internet, regardless of what. So, Brother Divya, would like you to share your contribution here before we appreciate our wonderful, amazing audience here.
Thank you for first of all, just say a great, apology from my side, because today I don't know why it so happened. Today only, the internet really playing a great game. 4-5 times I just get in, then after I just spell it out from the program, It's just happened. I don't know why, but okay. Thank you that you have given me the opportunity to speak something. So can I know that what is the topic? Because I'm just get confused through,
Okay.
making it
The
contact.
topic is just a statement, but it's one of the most powerful statements in the world. Shoot for the moon, and you will be great. Shoot for the moon. We know the moon is the highest planet, right? We are encouraging our children to shoot for the moon. And even if they don't land on the moon, they will land on the stars because the star is directly below the moon. And so they will still be great. This is encouraging our children not to be afraid to dream big, not to listen to the naysayers, not to listen to the negative people. And Mr. Ash Mufara is our example in place because what he is doing has never been done in the world. He has shot for the moon and he is making things happen because to do what he's doing in the world, he is implementing the dream that God put in him and he's shooting for the highest in the world. That is why he is using 1.4 million founders to transform the world. And we all need to be shooting for the moon and also helping our children to shoot for the moon and not to dream small, dream big and go after it, take action, consistency with a good mindset. They will get it. That is exactly what we're talking about today. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you. The way you are, pronouncing the matter, you know, that's real Dr. Yvonne, because she never speaks, as little small. I understand that, but okay, that's a very way of thought because she actually want to help me out to at least I just get aware about the topic. So thank you for the way you have described it and everything because you have really sort it out a lot. So definitely because as per the today's topic is concerned, it's so much high near to the moon and yes, because sir, as per what he said is standard, we all are following that. As for the our children is concerned, I was this saying, I'm not a racist. I'm always giving the positivity. So I must say that.
Okay, I think he has really struggled a lot. We're going to move on and we're going to start appreciating our audience here. Thank you guys so much for being here. I know that you guys are always contributing wonderfully and on purpose here because we are dealing with children. When we deal with children, we have to do things on purpose and for a purpose, and we have to do them clean and making sure that they have value for our children. So thank you guys so much. When he comes again, and then we can continue from there. So our sister here says, the one who tries to catch the moon by jumping has more chance to reach the moon than the one who just sits and does nothing to reach it because all targets require action. Met Murad Ildan. Thank you so much for that quote. I love that. I love it.
Thank you.
Yes. And Kushal is here. Thank you so much, Kushal. We need to start opting up our game, looking for more ways to reach families and children. And Kushal, you are one of the art officers. If you can design a strategy where we will look for more ways to reach these children, otherwise we will just be doing the same thing. We need to keep climbing, opting up our skills and how we can reach these families worldwide. So thank you. Brother Divya, can you speak now or? Okay, not yet. It looks like he's frozen. Okay. Hello, our brother Levy. Thank you so much. Greetings to the early birds, Queen, Sister Yvonne Finn, and King Brother Kusha Pegu. And I will just make this announcement because we are dealing with transparency and the global stage. Brother Levy, we would like you to join us on the stage because you have a lot within you that we know. But thank you so much for contributing in the background. Whenever you're ready, You don't have to do it now. We would like you to speak about children in your area where you live. That's what it matters. So we want you to come up with something to talk about the children in your area and any other person, because these children live in different areas of the world. We want to talk about every area in the world through all of us here. So that is how we will know exactly to put down the plans on how we can begin to help these children. So yes, I put you in the hot seat, but hey, do it at your own timing, right? So yes, greetings to Levi here. And today's topic, shoot for the moon. You were born for greatness. Yes, that is today's topic. And I'm really excited to read what everybody's writing here. Hello, everyone. And welcome to One Global Movement. Speak with Heart. Shoot for the moon. You were born for greatness. Please contribute here in the chat as you listen today. Thank you so much, John. And this topic encourages our children to take action and not be restricted by fear or rejection. Even they have to go into it alone. Know what you want and go after it. Yes. Know what you want and go after it. And if you don't know, if you've not yet discovered what you want, we have mentors. We can learn from Sir Ash Mufara. Sister Yvonne Finn is here. We have a lot of us here in On-Passive with different talents that we can carry out a conversation and learn. You can come to One Global Movement. We have that spirit of conversing with people, young children, to find out what God put within them to do, and we begin to do those things, right? So very important. And hashtag One Global Movement, hashtag building hopes and dreams. Thank you so much. Our brother AP is here. Thank you so much, AP. I was so honored to be on the Barilla International group platform with you this morning. Thank you always for your wonderful contributions. Thank you. And we have our sister, Piari. Thank you so much for being here, Piari. We love you, and come again. Let us keep encouraging other people to come as well. So I will let can you hear us, Brother Kumar?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I don't know why today is having so much problem.
That's okay. Not every day is the same. God knows why. So don't worry. On-Passive is coming after that. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. And while I was, trying to speak, at the very same time, it's again something went wrong, has come in front of, and it just appeared in front of me. So I was fed up with such things that it just, it's a repeat telecast is going on. But okay. And thank you, because let me concentrate on the topic. And today's topic is, yes, it is really so close to me, because what you have today pick, that we have born to, achieve something great. And if you have set the target just like as a moon, it means that a small child, if he has a determination, a big dream, he or she wants to grab it
Yes.
through their own
Okay, let's continue. But On-Passive knows all of these difficulties. One day it will be all over. Sorry, Brother Kumar. So hello, Cheryl Best. Thank you so much for being here today. And thank you for your support, your presence, and your love for One Global Movement, and therefore your loving children. Thank you. And Sobrata, it looks like that's one of our new people here. Thank you so much for being here for One Global Movement. And children of the world, come again and encourage other people to be here with you. Thank you so much. And sorry, Brother Kumar. let's
not
try.
going to speak today. I have decided I'm not going to speak, because when you will,
you have spoken.
invite
You have spoken.
again, it will play the game. And so today, internet is really so lethargic to me.
That's okay. You have spoken something, and we have taken that. So let's continue here. Hello, Surrender Singh. Thank you so much for being here and being here to say hello to all of us and participating. Your participation, your presence here is highly appreciated. Thank you. And our brother, of course, Good Time, is here, always with a beautiful pink hand waving. And Brother AP say thank you to Yvonne here. And let me go down here. If Sister Yvonne, if I miss anybody, let me know.
I
And
don't see any. I don't see any new ones today, sister.
okay, Surrender says, okay. Okay, the internet is a big deal still. We're not hearing you well. And for right now, it would be nice to listen. And then in the end, maybe the internet would rewind itself or reboot itself and then behave. All right.
Yeah.
So yes, so Surrender Singh is here. Thank you so much. I love unpassive music. Yes, we all do. And our brother Momodu, how are you? I know that you're busy with the family. That's why you've not been here. But thank you so much for always being here when you can. So hello, Asi on the panel, Mr. Ash Mufara, the high-tech team and staff everywhere, and all my beloved global ambassadors. Thank you for everything you've done and still doing for us. God bless you all. Momodu Jallo. Thank you so much. Hashtag Momodu Jallo. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes.
And
Yes.
our brother Levi says, Cheryl Best, Pierre Topo saying hello to everyone. We are all a family here. Thank you so much for doing that. And our brother John Barilla says, here we go, folks. Please add you add as you listen, contribute with your thoughts here in the chat. We need to check when we are typing, we check AI because AI wants to think for us very quick. And then we make those mistakes. So we need to check the thing. Yeah. And hi, Surrender says, Sister Yvonne Finn, Queen, Sad Sri Akali in India. We are so in it to win it. Fire, fire, fire in it to win it. Yes, thank you so much. And we have our sister Sharon here. Thank you so much, Sharon. You are doing a lot. Sometimes I feel like you're not sleeping, but hey, thank God. Your love for children has been registered in the heart of God. Thank you so much for what you're doing, even when people are sleeping for One Global Movement. We love you. And then I'm just looking new people, people that I don't miss their names here. Other than that, okay, we have our sister Nancy Jody. Welcome back from vacation, Nancy. How was it? Make sure you send my own beautiful things from vacation so we all can enjoy and share. All right, thank you so much. And our first child ambassador, please, we need to talk with you, Nancy, so that we know how we are preparing her. Thank you so much. And okay, Tarunja is here. Thank you so much, Tarun, for being here. We love you. And let us continue to spread the gospel of One Global Movement to all corners of the globe. Please, let us not leave out any child. Otherwise, we will regret it. When we start helping these children and other children stay and only your own children are being helped, then that would not be a good thing. So let us do that every day. Every day, we want to make sure that we are spreading it to one person, one family, or something, so that we begin to know where we are going and what we're going to do. Thank you so much. We already know what we're going to do, but we want to know how we're going to do it.
Right, right.
So let us change the prevailing rhetoric as we hashtag Speak with Heart with love for our hashtag future generation. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sharon. And we have Rabindra Kumar. How are you? Thank you so much for being here, sir. We love you. Continue to spread the message and bring everyone here if they can. Not coming every day. Come when you can. But the most important thing is to take care of yourself and your family so you can be healthy and happy and wealthy so that together we can transform children all over the world. So thank you so much for being here. And the internet is playing a trick on. Wow. And I'm scrolling
Sister
down.
Mundih, are you highlighting them because I'm at lost as to where you are?
Okay. Now, absolutely true, brother Kushal. Sometimes I skip the repetition of greeting because you guys are already doing it. That's why. So,
Okay.
absolutely true, brother Kushal. Hashtag unpassive is the only way to the top where our ears are going to pop. My ears are already
Yes.
popping. Okay, and it means we settle for less than is available for. I think it's a continuation of something that you wrote.
No. I was just answering something that you had said when
Oh,
we, yeah,
okay.
yeah, we
It
just settling
means
for, yeah,
we settle for less than is available for us in the abundant universe. Yes, we can never settle. Don't be like the court settlement. I don't want that. Settle. No, you go for the biggest. And
yes,
for the biggest that your heart is giving you. And against all odds, never give up. Accentuate the positive as the old song goes.
absolutely.
Accentuate the positive.
Yeah,
Thank you
that's
so
right.
much, Mr. Barilla.
Yeah,
Absolutely true.
yeah.
And thank you, Levi, for always welcoming people here. I highly appreciate that. Hashtag unpassive, big heart, big family. Thank you so much,
Mhm.
Rabindra. Thank you. And
Yeah.
our brother AP says hashtag one global movement, hashtag unpassive,
Mhm.
hashtag Mr. Ashmufare. Thank you.
Yes.
And hashtag win with unpassive, hashtag Ashmufare, hashtag the dream team, hashtag real
Real
solutions.
solutions. Yeah,
Yes. Thank you
yes,
so much.
nice.
Thank you. And
Yes.
and
Absolutely.
Nancy said, "What a beautiful day! Welcome, Rabindra, Pegu, Levi, Tarun, Sharon, John, Momodu Singh. Thank you so much for doing that. We
Yeah.
highly appreciate that." And our art official says, hashtag Dr. Mundi, hashtag One Global Movement, hashtag Speak with Heart, hashtag AI education for all children. Yes.
Yes.
Hashtag love young
Yeah.
adult. Hashtag love all children. Hashtag educate girls. Hashtag all inclusion. Hashtag equality for all children. Hashtag one global movement hug. Hashtag eliminate
Eliminate hunger.
hunger. Yes.
Very
Those
good.
hashtags are very good. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes.
AI is going to really help us do this thing.
Yes.
Thank you. And
Yes.
we have our brother Ashak Kumar. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for being here and for my prairie, Mr. Ash Mufaris, sir. This planet, second God, Ka, Rup High. Thanks. Thank you so much. And happy
Second
Holi.
answer group hai.
Happy
He's
Holi
a second.
to all our
He is a
Indian
second
families.
incarnation. Again, he has said
Oh,
the same thing.
okay.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay, thank
he
you.
said he's a second God.
He's a second God, eh?
Our
Yes.
as
Of course,
Mufare.
we are second gods because God says we are co-creators with Him, and Mr. Ash Mufara is. So that is
Yes.
wonderful to say. Thank you so much, Ashok, for saying that. Thank you.
Mhm.
And hello, Ashok Kumar. Hashtag One Global Movement. And happy Holi to all our fellow brothers and sisters in India and to all the children. We are celebrating you, and One Global Movement is celebrating you. If you go on the internet, you will see all the celebrations there. Thank you so much. We are with you. We are together. We are one global movement. I am happy with Unpassive, O Connect, and Positive Hash. My goodness, five hashtags and enjoy everyone. Triple hashtag every day. Everyone on passive. We are so in it to win it. Yes. Fire 100% love everything. Thank you so much. Thank you, Surrender, for that. And let us hashtag build hopes and dreams in our hashtag young people and ourselves. Yes, thank you so much for that. That's phenomenal. I love that.
Mhm.
And don't miss the 2024 total solar eclipse, April 8th. Oh, I have
Yes.
to write that down. April, well, I'll come back to it.
You
Let me,
no, you haven't heard. It's a big thing, and I mean, really,
yes,
they're
yes.
talking about things might go out. It might disrupt this, and so get ready, please.
We're getting ready. And
Okay.
very important topic. Yes, thank you, Nancy. And
Yes.
okay, 8 April, I am ready. We are ready on
Very
Perseverance.
ready.
We are ready. We stay ready all the time. Hello,
Okay.
Dr. Mundih. Hello, Bear Ruben. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, OP Global Family. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you for being here today. We love you and we appreciate your contribution. And we have Juanita Slack. Thank you so much for those beautiful pink hands for our children. We love you. Of course, our beautiful sister, Susanna, who is using the app to translate everything in English. Oh, wow. A beautiful way to learn the language. And she's writing, hello, everyone. Greetings from Croatia. Oh, my God. Thank you so much for doing that. And that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be learning most of the languages through those apps. Thank you so much. So that when we are traveling the world, I'm not going to go to India without knowing how to communicate in the Indian language. I have to know the basics to communicate with the people, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely.
And I am here. We have Diona. How are you? Love this inspirational reminder. Thank you. Hashtag One Global Movement. Hashtag Dr. Mundih. Hashtag Yvonne Finn. Thank you so much. We are 100% going to the moon. We are. We are going to the moon. And wow, a lot of people here today. Thank God. Your contributions are a lot today. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Failure stay failure. When you fall, you stay on the ground. But failure is achievement. When you fall, you get back on your feet and continue your journey in pursuing your dreams. Thank you so much,
Absolutely.
Nancy.
Absolutely.
It says, when you fall, pick up yourself and dust yourself up and say, you know what? That's just a fall. I'm still alive. I'm moving forward. That is so important. Thank you. And Bear Ruben, a powerful one there. No one will stop my shining. Yes. Yes. No one should ever stop it. We all start in unpassive, and the light in us is illuminating the whole world already with love and
Absolutely.
prayer.
Absolutely.
That is beautiful. I love that. I love that. Ooh,
Yes.
you
It's
guys are on
really,
fire. You guys are on fire. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm just scrolling down, and the Bear Ruben says, born into a
completely
polygamous family in a typical village setting. I knew from birth I am different from my brothers and sisters till today. Thank you, Dr. Mundih. Oh, thank you. I'm glad that you picked up on that different, because when you are different in today's society, people laugh at you, they mock you, they bully
Right.
you. But you
Right.
took that as a great thing. Being different is great. Be different. Be different from
Yes.
others. Be
Absolutely.
abnormal. When they say
Yep.
you're abnormal, thank God because you're abnormal. Because I thank
Exactly.
God they say I am abnormal. Yes, I am abnormal. That is a
Yeah.
great quality to have. And we
Yeah.
encourage this in our children because we want to teach our children this. When they say you're abnormal, embrace it and thank God for it. So
Yes.
our brother says hashtag do
Do it or die daily.
it or die. Hashtag do it or die. Hashtag
Yep.
love and compassion. Yes. And
Mhm.
just a reminder, let us put all the hashtags together always so that AI can read it well. Okay.
Yeah.
Always together. It might not make sense, but it will make sense for AI. Right?
That's right. That's
Yes.
right. Yes.
And then hello and thank you, Yvonne Finn. Hello and thank you, John Barilla. Special greetings to you guys there.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
our assistant Nancy said, we are waiting for Unpassive to do something for you, but what do you do for Unpassive? What are you doing for Unpassive? If we are waiting, what are we doing? Are we following the instructions of Mr. Ash Mufareh? Are we doing the way that God presented that dream to him? Or we are trying to override his dream and do the opposite thing that is not going to help us? We want to be able to follow his instructions, the way he dreams. If he changes it, we follow the change, because change, we are created with change. If he thought that, oh, I was doing it this way, maybe he didn't listen to God well, he changes it and wants to do it differently. We follow that dream because that dream was given to him by God, not us. So let us follow it, because I'm following it 100%, so that my own dream to empower, to love, and to eradicate hunger, illiteracy, and poverty among the children will be realized, because God put him there as somebody to direct us to where we want to go. So what are you doing for Unpassive? Let's do something put our hands together. Don't wait for Dr. Mundih, or don't wait for Ash Mufarah in particular, or One Global Movement. Start within your family, because this is what we do. When you share these things, it means you're not being greedy. When you share, we want to build one of the platforms for One Global Movement to grow, like this YouTube. You subscribe, you put a big thumbs up, you share it, you take it to families to watch instead of them watching negative news. That is how you are helping those families and yourself. You're also helping One Global Movement to grow so that they can help these children with the resources that we need to help these children. And this is just one of them. There are so many that we need to do. What are you doing? Are you sharing on your social media platform? Are you doing that? When you do that, you're not only growing yourself, you're also growing children around the world. So thank you so much for that, Nancy. That is a good one. And thank you, Mr. Ash, and your family, and all the teams, our building teams. They're building. They are building. Mohammed Kamal, Mohammed Nazar, and everyone, our O-Media, Dr. Professor Susan, I love, because through O-Media, the world will get to know what Our Own Passive is all about, and then they can come at their own timing, right? That is so important. Yes. And we have, okay, I'm going down the line. So I see the, because you guys are already welcoming everyone here, which is very good. And hashtag One Global Movement, hashtag Speak with Heart, hashtag educate the young children in the world. Yes, yes. Thank you so much. And our brother says the greatest risk is not taking one. Poet Ralph Waldo Emerson. Yes, that is the greatest risk.
Yes.
You are afraid of taking the risk, but the greatest risk is you fearing not to take one. So I better take it and fail my way to success, right? Let us encourage our children, even when they fail in the courses that we have paid money for them to take in school, we still encourage them. We still pay again for them to repeat that course, because failure is a learning curve. They learn better and they understand better. We want our children to get into the world and be empowered with knowledge. And Unpassive is here because it's quality knowledge for a very minimal amount, like what we are paying for our children, right? So we want to include the University of Unpassive through O-CADEMY is the best for our children. And now brought right into the safety and confines of their home. Who can measure up with that? No one. And I am so ready for it. That's why I'm going back to school to get the second PhD with Unpassive. Hashtag Unperseverance panel, ladies, you are very much welcome. And this is from Rebecca. Hello, Rebecca. How are you? Thank you so much for being here, sister. We love you and we appreciate your presence and your contribution to the children of the world. And hashtag Unpassive BDU Day. Unpassive is limitless. Very, very limitless. Peace. Peace. Thank you so much. Thank you. And then we have Keanderi is here. Thank you so much for your presence and your love and contribution. We all here have one thing in common. We love to uplift ourselves. We love to invest in children. We love to follow the ethical values and standard of Unpassive. That is why we are here. Otherwise, we will not be here. And we are doing it together. We cannot fall, because when one person wants to fall, the other will really support them to get up and continue. And this is what we want for all our children. So thank you so much. And I know that Brother Kumar's son must be sleeping, otherwise he'll be here too. Bye-bye to all Unpassive family, friends, and sisters. Queen Satsri Kalal, nice day. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Thank you so much for that. And we have the last one from our sister Sharon here says, why fit in when you were born to stand out? Whew, that's a good one. Too much time and energy in life gets spent trying to fit in. Dr. Sue says, this is from
Dr. Sue says that. Yes, that's true. Absolutely.
Hashtag One Global Movement, hashtag One Global Movement Kids. Yes. Why? Yes. Why try to force yourself? And then we tell our children this. A lot of times, our children, in trying to fit in, to belong, and their friends are really bashing them with negative words because they want to have friends. We want to make our children our own friends. Let them understand that the first friendship is your family. The first church is your family. not people out there, so that you don't need to fit in. You need to stand out. Stand out and walk in your own greatness.
Yes.
And keep calling in that greatness as though it's already here. And our parents, we the caregivers, we the adults, we the unperseverance, are those that have to keep calling in our children's greatness as though it's already here, and not long it's going to be here. All right?
Yes.
Everything that our children do, really thank them, really appreciate them, celebrate every little step. Because our children a lot of times are under celebrated. We need to do this for our children. So thank you guys so much. And you say absolute ballyhoo, and Pierre says, thank you so much. Good night. May God bless you all. Oh, that's a great contribution. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Great contribution. And happy National Epilepsy Day. Yes. Thank you so much. I am still to post those beautiful graphics, but we are celebrating that because epilepsy is something that people underlook. We do not help our children with. We shun them. We need to embrace those children because it can be anybody. It can be you. It can happen to you. It can happen to anybody. We need to make sure that these children are protected. They are really helped and given the help that they deserve. So thank you. Blessings to you too, Pierre. Thank you guys so much. Blessings to all of you. And always remember our children in particular to stay focused, stay encouraged, stay empowered, and always believe in endless possibilities, because Unpassive has given that to us. And blessings, #Unpassive family from Diona. Thank you guys so much. We love you. See you at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if you can make it. If you cannot make it, tomorrow is another beautiful day starting at 1 p.m. Share, share, share. If you've forgotten to put the likes, put the big thumbs up, please. And subscribe to One Global Movement channel so that we can help this grow and to grow the children all over the world. And if you want to belong to the WhatsApp group, there's also a link on the flyer to click and belong to the group so that we can be in one place. I am still struggling to correct the One Global Movement clubs in ONET. When it is corrected, we all can transfer and go there. Thank you so much. We love you. And
bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Thank you for coming.
Bye-bye.
Oh, dear. Okay.